to the show.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC East. It's the New York Giants and the Washington Commanders. All that and more coming up next.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, longtime foes square off in the NFC East as it'll be the New York Giants taking on the Washington Commanders. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. CD, these Commanders, a last-place ball club in 2022. Well, in most cases, you'd say that was a lost season, but they finished 8-1, 500. That would have won the NFC South. What kind of a chance do you give them in what is certainly a loaded NFC East?
And you're exactly right about the division, so you have to be cautious about what you think with this team. They've got to continue to play excellent defense and get some improvement on the offensive side of the ball and establish who their quarterback is going to be.
Meanwhile, for the Giants, what a turnaround last season in year one of the Brian Daboll era, Charles. Yes, they finished behind the Eagles and Cowboys, but they did win 9 games and one more for good measure at Minnesota in the wild card round.
Talk about establishing a new base, a new culture, and getting into the playoffs while doing it. So tough to beat this Giants team in the fourth quarter. They expect that to continue.
The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. Now leading them out, someone who's forged an excellent career as a 6th-round pick way back in 2011 from Virginia Tech, Tyrod Taylor.
One of the classiest quarterbacks in the NFL and always in a difficult position because he has the skills to be a starter, but there's usually a youngster behind him that they're grooming and they want on the field. But when given an opportunity to be the guy, he's led teams to the playoffs and he's also gone to the Pro Bowl. A great combination of arm and legs, not to mention a brilliant mind.
The run there on first down gets him a yard to the 26. Now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw is Taylor. He's got the rookie from Tennessee, Jalen Hyatt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try to hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line. The Commanders' offense set to go to work, and they're led by the veteran who's bounced around a bit in season number 8 now. It's Jacoby Brissett.
Spent the early years of his career bouncing between starter and backup as needed and played well, but never had a team fully commit to him as their guy. He does retain the toolbox that made him projectable as a starter. Big, strong player with a powerful arm, deceptively mobile and tough to tackle. The best part about his game, leadership and being a great teammate.
Now the second-year man from Alabama, it's Brian Robinson. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what did you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. Fielded at the 43. That'll go as a 39-yard punt, give him 9 on the return. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A running play on first down, and it turns into a fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10. Taylor will throw. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. So the completion there, but Charles, looking at this defense, certainly in for a tough task here this afternoon. What are some of the keys for them if they want to come out on top?
Well, the first thing, partner, is they just allow a completion there. They don't want to get a string of those going. Let him get his confidence. Let him get into the rhythm of the game, the flow of the game, and all of a sudden, he's feeling like he can do no wrong. You want to really get after his timing a little bit, knock a few balls away, and make things uncomfortable for him. Because if he feels relaxed, you are in for a tough afternoon.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes, they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time, he used his quickness to make a play.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Boy, you go 3 and out on your first drive, and that's not the way you want to start this drive either. It doesn't seem like they're really into it just yet.
No, first 4 plays, you don't want to call it a disaster, but not looking very sharp. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Brissett. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And a tackle there by Micah McFadden.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd and 5. Gibson again. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 14, first down Commanders.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, 55 yards. And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
Joey Sly on for the extra point. It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Taylor. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As we've seen, their first 2 drives didn't yield anything points-wise. Certainly feels like they think to themselves, it's time to open this thing up, taking the big shot downfield.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Taylor. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Taylor able to use those legs of his to pick up a first.
Well, he and his offense were staring down what was likely a 3-and-out. Zero fear from his side, though. Never doubted for a second they'd pick up the first. He's ready to pull the trigger on a keeper the moment it revealed itself.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Taylor. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Taylor incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. A run between the tackles with Breida. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On fourth down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Washington ready to try again on offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Brissett. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Bobby Okereke making that tackle.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
2nd down, Brissett. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Now, I'm not putting him in the Hall of Fame, but if you look at the great linebackers in history, they all have that ability to innately sense where a play is going, sometimes even before the ball snaps, and they're there and they end up making the play.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
1 1st down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Now the former Oklahoma Sooner Tress Way on to punt the football. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Giants' drive will start from deep in their territory with a 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you've got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Now Taylor on 1st down. A short one here secured by the tight end Waller. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Taylor to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Now Taylor to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Taylor finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Taylor. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now it's Taylor. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. He's into space past the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Darren Waller as the first half is winding down. And the Giants have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half.
After nearly 30 minutes of football, that touchdown puts us in a position where if they make the extra point, we're right back to even before we start the second half.
Now Cade York for the extra point. It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it concludes with a touchdown reception by Darren Waller. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Final 17 seconds of the half here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Brissett to the right side and complete to Thomas. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing, Brissett. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau. He beat the O-line and recorded the sack. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcoming everyone to our downtown Orlando studios in this EA Sports Halftime Report. We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And we will not have a run back here as the second half starts with a touchback. First chance for the Commanders offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. On the bootleg, it's Brissett. That's going to be caught by Samuel. His second catch, and this one not nearly as electrifying as his first. And it'll bring up third down now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, here's Brissett. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Commanders first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Robinson. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Brissett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 41-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 41. Brissett sets to throw it. This to McLaurin out on the left side. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be second down.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 24-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Robinson up the middle. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's Brissett. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. Robinson will try to pick it up, and he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the third quarter of play. So the scoring dried up here in the third. Nothing that quarter for either side. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to break our fourth quarter tie. Sly able to put this one through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Paris Campbell now on the return. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The possession switching back to the New York Giants. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line?
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
Washington on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Taylor. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up 4th down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
35 yards that time on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down, make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends and you're kneeling down with the football.
Now we get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Out of the gun, they give to Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 1st down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. Robinson with another carry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. Out of the gun, Brissett. These guys running back out of the backfield. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now 2nd and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Commander's 1st down, and that should just about do it. And they will take a knee here. Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble. I don't know about you, partner, but watching them take the knee there and finish this one off, I feel like I'm going to be sore tomorrow. This was one bruising affair. Low scoring, but my kind of football.
Not a work of art, but maybe in your world, a little bit of a work of art. You like the defensive side.
I thought it was pretty. I thought it was pretty.
And it ends in a kneel down as the clock rolls down to 0. Well, in a close game like this, obviously you want the touchdown, but certainly they will take the 3.
And they'll be okay with that, but let's throw a little credit to the defense as well. I'm just glad this doesn't come down to a debate, right? Which side won, partner? Because the defense, hey, we didn't give up a touchdown. The offense, hey, we put 3 on the board. Either way you look at it, I think both sides gained something out of that drive.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Well, they had one final chance here on the kick return, but no chance on the other side that they were going to let him navigate all the way to the end zone, Charles. And that ends up being the final play in this one.
Yeah, you're right about that. Special teams coaches, they spend a lot of time working on these types of situations, and they go over every crazy possibility that can happen in this situation. They were able to cover successfully and end the game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men